So today we're talking about equations of a circle. So we're going to start with finding the center of a circle. So first off, the equation of a circle in standard form is this. So it is always x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. You guys probably remember this equation from Math 2, because you should have seen it in Math 2, but in case you haven't, this is your equation. So it kind of lines up with what we have, so we can easily pull out our center. Our center is always h comma k. So it's always the h and k of the standard form. And of course, your radius is r. So as you see, we can easily figure out what h and k is because, like I said, it lines up. So it's supposed to be x minus h. I have x minus 15. So that means that my h is positive 15. Same thing with y minus k. It lines up with y minus 8. So that means my k is 8. So always remember, whatever you see here, you have x minus 15. So you do the opposite sign. So negative 15 is what you see. I actually use positive 15. I see y minus 8, so I see a negative 8. I actually use a positive 8 for my k. So my center is equal to 15 and 8. Now the radius is easy because it's always equal to at the very end. So you see for our problem we have equals 9. So that is what I use to find my radius. So r squared equals 9. Of course we gotta get r by itself. So what we do is square root both sides. So the square root of 9 is 3. So my radius equals 3. And that's it. So we're going to do another one just like this one. So example 2, once again, we're going to find the center and the radius. This time I have x plus 11 all squared plus y minus 14 all squared equals 51. Once again, it's a great idea to go ahead and write it in order lined up with your standard equation. So that's x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So, like I said, it lines up again, but this time instead of x minus h, I have x plus 11. So what that means is originally h was negative 11. Because a negative times a negative is the reason why it's plus 11 instead. And of course, with y, it's just y minus 14. So that means your k is 14. So this tells me my center is negative 11, comma 14. And of course, once again, it's equal to 51. So that means r squared equals 51. I want to find the square root of both sides. So now this one's different because I cannot find the square root of 51. If I can, I try to break it down to do a factor tree to see if I can simplify it. So I need to look at this and see, can I break down 51? And remember, I have to be 2 of a number to bring it to the outside once. So I can break down 51 to be 17 and 3, but that's it. I can't break down 17. I can't break down 3. So because I can't break those down, that means it stays the square root of 51. So my radius is the square root of 51. So next problem, I'm actually going backwards. We're going to write the equation of a circle. They gave me my center and they gave me a radius. So you want to write your equation once again. So that is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Now, of course, they gave me my center. I got 1, -6. Remember, center is h comma k. So that means your h is 1 and your k is -16. So I plug it into the formula. So that gives me x minus 1 squared plus y minus -16 squared. And that's going to equal to my r squared. Of course, you know your r is your radius. So right now my r is the square root of 6. So equal to r squared means I am taking the square root of 6 and squaring it. So now x minus 1 is going to stay the same. So that's x minus 1 squared plus, now the second one, you have y minus -16. We know we can't keep it like that because the negative times a negative turns into a positive. So instead, we write y plus 16 squared is going to equal to my radius squared. So now the square root of 6 squared, a square root and a square cancel each other out, so this equals to 6. And this will be my answer. So different problem, same way to solve it. So I have to find the equation of a circle. So this time my center is 0, 0, and my radius is 2 square root of 2. So of course, your h is going to equal to 0, your k equal to 0. Because you know your center is h comma k. And your r is your radius, so that is 2 square root of 2. So once again, write your equation. So x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So let's go ahead and plug it in. So that is x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals, your r is 2 square root of 2 squared. So now, here's the thing. Anytime you have 0, we don't keep it as 0. So x minus 0, I can't keep it like that because anything minus 0 is going to be exactly the same. So x minus 0 will still be x. So we write it as just x squared. Y minus 0 would be just y. So we write that as y squared.